I think we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to 3,000 subs. 3,000 subs on this very side project that I started up after the tragedy that was last year, being a channel that was just growing, and then all of a sudden got hijacked and everything got effed up. And when I came back, I started this other channel, being Westside Otaku, where main channel became gaming focus, and then this channel became the anime focus. And I just appreciate it. I really appreciate you investing the time here and joining this community and blah, blah, blah. Just thank you very much for being here. And I don't know, like, I'm only uploading here like once every 2 weeks, I feel like. I hardly ever upload here, and I'm happy to talk about that. But to be honest, it's a celebration stream, so I just wanted to hang out with you and maybe discuss some ideas I have for the future, but also just hit up what I've been watching and what you guys have been up to and what you've been watching, have some more fun challenges perhaps, and just have a good old merry time for probably an hour, maybe a little bit over if we get a good amount of support. But just thank you very much. Just thank you very much for your investment in me and stuff. And that's my opening message. And hope you made it. And if you're for some reason watching the replay, if I do keep this up as a replay, then I don't know. I hope you have a good time just listening to whatever went down here and all the thoughts that potentially came from it. But right away, I do see Jay Baker is here, as well as Steffi. Thank you both very much. Thank you both very much. Steffi, I sent you a message, by the way. I don't know if you caught it yet. But Jay Baker, hey everyone, what's up? What's up, dude? What were you watching? You were watching, I think you started ReZero. I think you've been playing Breath of the Wild and watching ReZero, correct me if I'm wrong. What are you thinking of that, dude? If I'm right. If I'm wrong, then correct me. But what are you thinking of ReZero if I was right? And Steffi, one of this very beautiful person in this community. Hello, congrats on 3K subs. Thank you very much, Steffi. This has been a very, just such a passive thing, truly. I had a neat activity actually earlier that I'm happy to show. I actually posted on Instagram. But I had a really neat activity earlier where I just kind of, every Friday, this is something I should probably do every Monday. But every Friday, I want to get back in the habit of just like kind of journaling a ton of ideas as like an entrepreneur. Like, what's some ideas, not only that sure you might be able to make money, but it's like, what are some ways of making money that you would actually be compelled to do? And that was just a good journaling session for me, and I came up with some ideas, and it also made me think of just how I'm not uploading here too often. And that's honestly because this is a side project, and that's why it just blows me away. Like, I saw a comment today when I posted this stream. They were like, I can't believe quality like this only has 3,000 subs. And when I read that, I was just like, God damn. So thank you to who left that comment, but it's just really, I don't know. I'm just very humbled that even with just me uploading as few as I do, people are still finding me. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people from Samurai KIBI that haven't made their way over here, but we've gotten a lot of new folks, and who knows, maybe at some point they'll, a lot of people actually have been naturally finding this channel, and they're like, oh, I didn't know you started up a new channel. And it's like, I spent an entire month promoting it. But regardless, thank you for being here, and thank you for just your time. Jalen, I see. Hey man, I'm really glad you hit 3K. Man, I remember those great reaction moments with a silent voice or Anahana. Such good moments and touching too. Yeah. The silent voice one in particular, that before my channel got completely torn apart last year, that is still to this day, I think that is probably, that's in like the top 10 saddest moments of my life. I have to say, like, that hijacking was like top 10 worst moments of my life. 100%. But before that happened, I don't know what it was about that Silent Voice series of reactions, but that just made the channel explode. And I'm just like, is anybody else reacting to this movie? Like, how come that series, not the movie, but like that series of reactions is what made the channel explode? Like, I still to this day ponder that. And the Anahana reaction as well, Jalen, that really did phenomenally too. Like, it amazes me. I don't know. I don't know what it is with the anime community. Maybe it's because... That's actually a good question to you in the chat here, is like, I have this distinction with the anime community, and I wonder, like, why is it that it's so much easier to be identified amongst the anime folks than it is the gaming folk? And maybe it's because there's so many gaming channels that it kind of like, it's hard to be a diamond in the rough, you know? But maybe there's not as many anime ones? Or maybe there's something internal with anime folks that are like, they just want to find certain channels that speak to them in anime. I don't know. I've always wondered that. I've always wondered, why do people tend to stick with me more because of anime versus the gaming side of things? I've always been curious about that. I love anybody else's take on that. There's a selfish part of me that like makes me think like maybe it's because people aren't used to seeing fit people be into anime. I don't know. I legitimately have speculated millions of ideas. But anyways, and then who knows, if I can identify that element, maybe I could apply that to my gaming side of things. Like, I don't know. Jay Baker. Yeah, I have been watching ReZero, but this time on episode 1, season 1, sorry, episode 15. Oh my god. And no, I still need to play the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Okay. Jay Baker, have you watched episode 15? Or are you saying like that's where you left off? Because I'm telling you what, still to this day, I see like ReZero Gary in the chat. Thank you very much for the congrats, man. But speaking of ReZero, I'm just saying, I still think episode 15 of ReZero is hands down the best episode of ReZero. 100% the best episode of ReZero. That episode is probably the most insane episode I have seen of anything in my entire life. That episode is freaking crazy. And I'm so glad that my audience asked me to react to it, because that is one of the few anime reactions, because truth be told, I don't really like love to do anime reactions. It's very rare that I do. But that was one of the few that I was like, oh my god, I am so glad they got me to react to this one. Let's see. Steffi, well, it's a true statement. Thank you for that, Steffi. Jay Baker, oh, also congrats to getting 3K. Well, thank you, Jay Baker. Appreciate that. Hey, there's Hannah. Hello. Hello. Hooray for reaching 3K. Thank you very much, Hannah. I like that little, is that a, yeah, that's like a celebrating sticker. Thank you, Hannah. Yeah, I don't know. I just, it amazes me how, I mean, sure, I could have, this channel would probably be past 5K by now if I really applied it as much as I've been applying to KIBI. Truly. Again, I don't know. I don't know what makes me stand out in the anime community. I don't. But I'm not saying I do yet, but I did previously. Like back when Samurai KIBI was doing super good and it was doing only a little bit of anime every now and then. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But if I like applied myself and did something like every week for anime, I probably would be past 5K by now, to be honest. And then by the end of the year, who knows? I would probably be past 10K at the rate I was growing. It's just hard. It's just hard for me to think of anime ideas. Like, I just love to watch anime and I'll talk about it, but putting together videos takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to, whether it's a discussion or a reaction, it takes a good amount of work than just pressing record and uploading it. Trailers, that's how trailers work. Trailers are nice, but in terms of like a full episode or movie reaction or like a well thought out and put together discussion, it takes work. So that's That's the tricky part, that I just been making podcasts for the patrons. And that's kind of part of my sheet that I wrote about today that maybe I can show you guys. But Jay Baker, I tried to show my game group to try your gaming channel, but I'm not sure they did or not. No, there's no apologies. Yeah, no apologies. Ayo, Fox. Fox is one of my, like, I refer to the Godfathers, and Fox is one of those Godfathers, man. He has been in this community for a very long time. Bro, haven't watched a single episode of any anime in like a month and a half. Really, Fox? That surprises me with you, because you are one of the fellow anime fanatics out there. Hope you're well over in France, and you're not covered in fire like my side of the coast is. Damn though, Fox. Any particular reason for that? Any particular reason, or just have not had an interest, or have you just been watching other stuff instead, or doing other things? Baker. Okay, cool. Also, I live Amelia. I'm assuming he meant love so much. She is my waifu. Jay Baker, I don't remember if you clarified this for me, but sometimes I just struggle to read your typing, dude. So I apologize for that. I'm assuming this meant, okay, cool. So I love Amelia so much. She is my waifu. Plus, I know Keebs will be happy because I know he loves her too. Okay. Yes. Amelia is cute. But she's so useless this second season. It's pissing me off. She had a good start, but for some reason, they just made her completely useless again. I'm like, stop. She had such a good start. Don't stop. But anyways, Great Tribulation. What a name. Toru Honda. I like how that's just your first phrase here, Toru Honda. Can we talk about Fruits Basket? Is that a sign that we have somebody here that wants to talk about Fruits Basket? The only that excited me this season was ReZero, Origaru, and Fruits Basket. I don't know what Origaru is, but yeah, ReZero and Fruits Basket's really the only two current anime I've been watching. And One Piece. One Piece came back, so that's good. But yeah, ReZero and Fruits Basket is like legitimately the only two things I've been watching this season. And they're both about to wrap up. They are both literally about to wrap up. Fruits Basket has like 2 episodes left, I think. ReZero, I think, has like another 2 episodes left. I get the feeling they're both going to end on hard cliffhangers, and I'm going to be like, son of a bitch. Anyways. Hannah, gonna watch any of the new anime coming out this fall? I have no idea. I have no idea what's even coming out this fall, to be honest. Do I know of anything? It was supposed to... My big fall animes were supposed to be Promised Neverland Season 2 and Attack on Titan Season 4. Those were supposed to be my big anticipated animes, but alas, they got pushed back to 2021. But so yeah, no, I have no idea for the coming fall, truly. Let's see. Great Tribulation says Amelia is still useless. Hey, okay, I want to correct that, okay? Amelia is not useless. It's just that she's not doing anything in the plot, and that's freaking annoying. Because she had such a strong start. I don't want to get into spoilers, but the previous season, she is one of the most competent people in combat. She held her own for quite some time against somebody very powerful in the first season. And then later on, she goes against somebody also insanely powerful and takes care of them with who she is. So she's very powerful. That's power. 2, persona. She's constantly trying to help people and push, like stand for folks and save them and shit. And she tries. Not everybody succeeds when they try to do something, but she tries. So that's respectable. So that's 2. And 3, She's actually insanely important in this world because of what she is trying to do in the grand scheme of things. So it's not like she's not important, but it's like she does nothing for the plot herself, and that's pissing me off because there's so much promising shit about her that they don't dabble into. I blame the writing, not her. I blame the writing because she's a great character, especially if you watch the OVA. Oh my god, if you watch the OVA. Holy shit. Fox, yeah, things are good here. Yeah, there's kind of a reason I was on holidays with friends and family last month, and now I just moved to a new town in France for my studies, so didn't really got any time for anime. You didn't prioritize time for anime. I'm sorry, I know people can call out a lot of the times that I'm very blunt with folks, and me personally, I hate that expression. I do not like that expression of saying I don't have time for something. Because technically that's not true, but it's that we prioritize our time for other things. That sounds very blunt, and it's not meant to be offensive, but it's just the truth. Like, I'm willing to admit I feel like I should be making more money, but I'm not gonna say that's not, I don't have enough time to be making money with like bouncing around with this freelance stuff, thinking of these projects and doing YouTube stuff. But I'm obviously not prioritizing it. I could make more money, but I'm not prioritizing it. So, but still, I get it. So there's other things going on, and that's good that you were hanging out with friends and family during the holidays, Fox. That's awesome. But a new VR setup, bro, that's dope. That's awesome. I'm gonna skip Great Tribulation, man. I respect your opinion. I don't share it, but kudos to you. Steffi, I started watching Millionaire Detective Balance Unlimited. Was it Hannah? I think somebody in our like KIBI clan was mentioning that, and I don't know. We need to talk about Netflix. I forgot I put that in the title because we need to talk about Netflix. Because Netflix is freaking killing it with anime. But let me just see something really quick. But speaking of something, I see Hannah saying that. Steffi still watching Fruits Basket? Yeah. Steffi, I don't see you in our Discord talking Fruits Basket. Or maybe you are. I don't remember. I mostly just see Addie and Hannah there. The only anime in the fall I'll probably watch is the Higurashi remake. That's right. But I just started Carol and Tuesday. That's on Netflix too. God damn. Steffi, yet to watch Agresco Season 3. Excited for Inuyasha's sequel and Higurashi remake. Okay. So Steffi brought up another thing that we need to talk about. Let me see. A couple more things here. Okay, so... No, Jay Baker. Oh, right. This is about Netflix anime only. I forgot too. No, it's not. This stream has no, like, strictly follow this topic, guys. There's nothing like that. It's just... Thank you very much for getting this complete side project of mine to 3K. That's amazing. And I'd love to chat with you about anything you want to chat about. If anybody supports the channel during this stream, I would love if you want me to have like a live reaction to a really short video that won't give me a copyright strike, then I would love to react to it live for you on the stream. If you support the channel, thank you so much for that. And just the Netflix thing is kind of like a subtext. So, but yeah, can I just gush about Netflix for one moment? And I'm going to ask that to you, the chat. What is your favorite anime that is available on Netflix right now? Okay. Like my instant answer to that question is I believe Ouran High School Host Club is still on there. I hope it is. Oh my God, I hope it is. But last week, Netflix, just something triggered in me, and I was just like, at least for in the US, holy crap, there's so much on here. Now, obviously, you still go to like Funimation and Verve and Crunchyroll and High Dive or whatever to like watch current stuff, of course. But Netflix has so many good anime on it now. It has Promised Neverland, The Promised Neverland. This anime of the year that was last year. Okay, some would argue that was Demon Slayer, but to me, the anime of the year last year, The Promised Neverland, last year, is on Netflix with its dub. With its dub! That's freaking insane! And they added Erased. They added Erased, which was one of my 10 favorite animes of the decade, also in sub or dub. They're producing, or not producing, but they're having exclusive rights to certain anime, like Trigger's most recent thing, BHA, I think it's what it's called, like Beast something. I don't know what, I haven't watched it yet, but it's like, oh, look, Trigger's got there. And speaking of that, Little Witch Academia, you can only watch Little Witch Academia in terms of subscriptions on Netflix. Now, I know there's going to be folks out there that are like, oh, I just go to 9 Anime, or I just go to Kiss Anime. But in terms of subscriptions, bro, it's crazy what's on Netflix. It's absolutely insane. They added One Piece to Netflix. Now, they don't have all of One Piece, but they have a good chunk of it. And I think they updated it, so a lot of Hunter x Hunter is on there too. List goes on and on. Like, honestly, there's a lot of stuff on there. Parasite, I'm pretty sure. There's a lot of stuff. Code Geass! They have the entire Code Geass series on there! Okay, the base Code Geass story. It's crazy, man. It's just crazy. All the shit that's on Netflix now in terms of anime. It's bonkers. So, that's... And their original stuff too, like Violet Evergarden, they claim that's a Netflix original, but it's not. I think it's just something they got the streaming rights to. But Agresco Season 3. I want to do a video about that, but Agresco Season 3 and Agresco overall, if you have not watched it, that is adulting the anime. That is adulting the anime, and you can only watch that on Netflix. It's so good. It is so good. I've been having good conversations with Hannah about that. Well, they're not conversations, but we have little things to share about it. Netflix is killing it. I just couldn't believe I saw Promised Neverland and Erased on there. Those are the two things that made me go, what? But anyways. Tickle My Pickle just got here. He can't hear anything right now, but he'll stick around. Thanks for lurking, Tickle. I hope you enjoy the visuals of me. What? So yeah, is there any thoughts you got about just the anime that are on Netflix? Any movies? Silent Voice. Silent Voice is on Netflix. I actually watched Silent Voice again because of Netflix. Gotta say. Fox. On Netflix, a great anime movie is A Whisker Away. I want to see that. I added it to my watch later list. I see Whisker Away on there, Fox. Yeah. Jalen, oh man, I'd have to say Hunter x Hunter or Attack on Titan personally. I don't think Attack on Titan is on there anymore. It used to be. I know it used to be, but I think Funimation or something scooped that up. I'm pretty sure Attack on Titan isn't on there anymore, but I'm pretty sure Hunter x Hunter is. I don't know if the entire anime is on there though. I think it's a lot of it though. If it's the entire anime, oh, and in dub. Look, I get it, you might not care about dub, but I just appreciate it when they put dub on as well. Because then it's like, there's the choice if you want it. I appreciate dubs, I do. Dubs are no longer bad. That's a whole other conversation. Some are, I'll tell you what. I have a Netflix exclusive that I want to talk about in a moment. That you guys should steer clear of with the 10-foot pole. But anyways. Jay Baker... I think Fairy Tail, it was on Netflix. I don't know if it still is, but Haikyuu is on Netflix. Not all of it though. I think it only has the first 2 seasons, but yeah. Bleach, I believe, is on Netflix. I'm pretty sure it is. That's what I mean, dude. Netflix is killing it. Is Steins Gate on Netflix, bro? Bro. Hold on. Is Steins Gate on Netflix? I need to see this.
You want to get married?
Hold on. Steins Gate. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. But look at that fucking erased! Erased! And they added, of course, they added, you know, Last Airbender and Legend of Korra, which is already dope. Yep, there's Bleach. There's Neon Genesis. Yes, yes. Toradora. You're lying, April. It's all good shit. They added season 2 Blue Exorcist, which is way overdue. But yeah. Hunter x Hunter, dude. Do they have the entire thing? It says 4 seasons. Dude, do they... I'm pretty sure they don't have the whole thing. No, it just goes up to the end of the Greed arc. Damn it. Damn it! It only goes up to the Greed arc. Shit. Okay. Damn it. They're missing the best arc. No Game, No Life in the first 3 seasons of JoJo. One Punch Man season 2 is not on there. Pretty sure. Nope, just season 1. Yeah. Still Beastars, that's a Netflix exclusive. There's Fairy Tail. Yep, Fairy Tail, Angel Beats, this is what I mean. They just have a lot of classics on here. Cells at Work is okay. Oh, Attack on Titan is still on there. But they only have the first season. Yeah, okay. Fate Zero, full. Do they have Brotherhood? Do they have Brotherhood? Do they have Brotherhood? Do they have... It was right at the front. I don't know why I was ignoring that. Yeah, dude. Netflix is freaking killing it. Netflix is freaking killing it. Anyways. But yeah, I didn't see Steins Gate on there. Now, the ones not on Netflix or online, Black Clover and ReZero. Well, ReZero isn't, but... and I don't believe Black Clover is, but Sword Art Online is. They just don't have the current episodes, that's all. Do you think Netflix should simulcast anime? Just Servin. By the way, hello, Just Servin. Thank you very much for coming by and being a subscriber here too. Should, I mean, sure, but will ever? No, they will never simulcast anime. That's not how Netflix works. They always want to upload seasons at a time because they want to like keep people on the platform and have them binge watch stuff. So they're not gonna ever like upload weekly episodes of things. So should they? Maybe, but it's not what Netflix does. It's meant for like binge watching. So Fox thinks Gresco's ew. That hurts, dude. It's too real for some people, man. It's just too freaking real for folks. It gets way too goddamn real really quick. D Grayman J Baker, I have not watched that myself. I have heard great things though. That's also okay. Hannah Oscar from Ruby. I do want to watch that Whisker Away. So Hannah liked it. Lots of Naruto as well. I see Fox saying is on Netflix. Steffi, I haven't watched the BNA anime, but I love the ED. We'll watch that one as well. I have enough time to watch anime. Once I make enough time to watch anime. I've been prioritizing most of my free time writing at the moment. Hey, that's awesome, Steffi. That's awesome. What kind of stuff are you writing? Like stories or just reports? Like, I love hearing about anybody just writing, painting, drawing, recording. I always like hearing that stuff. Let's see. Fox, we have 6 seasons of Hunter x Hunter in France. Oh, whatever, dude. I need to figure out my VPN and change it so I'm in France then. Bullshit. Why do some people just have more? I don't know. I don't freaking know. Why do some people just get more? Hey, Javion. Hello, good sir. Thank you very much for coming by. Glad you're here as well, dude. Appreciate that. We're just kind of gushing about how Netflix has so many different animes to watch on it. It's kind of ridiculous. It's Fares. Yeesh. I don't know what that. Yeesh. Jolin drew some stuff from JoJo and Hunter x Hunter. Awesome, dude. I love fan art. I love seeing fan art and people just, I just like that stuff. J Baker. Oh man, Keep 7 Deadly Sins is great, but please don't watch season 4 in Japanese sub. You better off watch that season on English sub, not the other season. It don't matters. Once again, J Baker, I'm not sure if I can interpret that one. It has something to do with watching season 4 in sub. I don't know. Steffi, I love how much Netflix anime library has expanded. I used to watch anime with my mother in high school. Now she misses those moments and wants to watch anime again on her own. I love that though. Like, I love that she wants to watch them on her own. Like that. I don't have parents that are willing to give that shit a chance. I really don't. None of my parents play video games or watch anime. They just don't do it. And they hate the idea of it. My mom, she gives certain games a chance, and she might give certain anime a chance. And my dad, he's willing to give certain games a chance, but they're both just so against it and don't want to do it. And I just love hearing when somebody's got parents that like does it on their own or does it with them, either or. That's just so awesome to me. So I don't know. It's Ferez. I never watch anime with my family. It's just, I wish, man. I wish. I can't tell you. I got so excited one night because my sister came to visit, and she, I think my sister would give anime a chance. Like, she doesn't seek it out or anything like that, but if I enrolled her well enough, I think she would. Because I used to watch stuff with her when we were growing up, but because she's an adult, anime's for kids or whatever. And, I could talk bad about my sister, but I freaking love her. She's like one of the biggest supporters of this community too. But I was so close to getting her to watch Silent Voice when she visited last. I was like, guys, we should watch this movie. But I didn't show what it was, and she's like, oh, what is it? I'm like, it's called A Silent Voice. It has to do with kind of bullying in school and how it can affect people and they're growing up, and this guy wants to kind of make a peace and amends with what he did to this girl in the past. I was trying to just make it sound like it was a good drama, you know? And she's like, and then I'm like, here it is. And I just showed her the cover, and she's like, it's like, you were interested before you saw it was an anime. Who gives a shit? It bugs me so much when people are just like, it's an anime, I don't want to watch it. Maybe that, but I'm kind of guilty of that because I rarely ever watch live action stuff. Even though I don't really have a problem with live action stuff. You know, I think that's what it is. It's like, I don't really watch live action stuff too much anymore. And I kind of feel maybe how they feel about anime. It's not that they have a problem with anime, but they just would prefer to watch something live action. Maybe that's how it is for me too. It's like, I want to watch. If it's a show, I actually don't give a shit. If it's live action and they want to watch it, I don't give a shit. Fox, I forced my parents to watch Your Name. They loved it. That's awesome, Fox. Does anybody have any like stories of their family, like you can, or even just of a friend, like you got to convince somebody that you were so happy to be able to share in that experience with them? I'd love to hear those stories. Like Fox getting your parents to watch Your Name. That's awesome, dude. I love the day that I got to watch Your Name with my best friend, Matt. I loved that day. Because he wasn't that opposed to it. Like, he watches anime, not actively, but he doesn't mind it. And he heard good things about this one, too. But it was just nice to be able to not only get to have an excuse to rewatch that movie, but to watch it with him. That was cool. Jalen, past year I introduced my dad into Hunter x Hunter and finished it a few months ago. I forced him to watch Your Name, A Silent Voice, and soon the OVA for Stardust Crusaders. There's an OVA for Stardust Crusaders? Uh-oh, I missed something. I don't like seeing I forced them, though. I don't know. I see both you guys saying that, Fox and Jalen. I forced them to watch. Like, don't force them. Just enroll them. Like try to figure out how to get them to do it. Or I don't know. Maybe I should figure out, like, okay, if you give this movie a chance, I will do this activity with you. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe that's what I should do. Hannah, that's awesome, Steffi. Sometimes my older sister and I will find an anime we both like and watch it together. See, that's so cool. One of my like favorite moments with my family, I think I will like never forget, is I think it was like Christmas 2 years ago. It was the Christmas surrounding Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's release. Okay, it was the Christmas surrounding Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's release. And there was a member or two of the family that was like, hey, let's play Smash downstairs, while all of the adults just means like people that are over 30, while the adults are up here, let's young adults go down there. And so I was playing it with like two of my cousins, and then like 20 minutes later, I had like all of my cousins downstairs and my sister, who never plays video games. Like she wouldn't be caught dead holding a controller. If my life was on the line and she could save it by holding a controller, she would go, okay. But that day, she held a controller and actually tried out Smash Bros. And I had a full 8-man player, like, Smash party with my family. That is one of the most special moments of my entire life, because I'm just not used to that. And I wish I could have a moment like that where I just get my family to watch, like, an anime film with me. They would never watch a show. I don't think I could ever get them to watch a show. But I would love to be able to watch a freaking movie with them. That'd be so cool. Because I'll never forget that day with Smash. That was so amazing. Let's see. It's Ferez. My mom only watched My Hero Academia. Hey, it's something. It's something, Ferez. A gateway anime can lead to possibilities. I don't know. Like maybe you could sell her on other things by saying, like sell her on Soul Eater. Oh my God, sell her. Is Soul Eater on Netflix still? Bro, if Soul Eater's still on Netflix, I kind of been wanting to rewatch that. Cause Soul Eater, bro, Soul Eater is still on Netflix. Ah, I love Soul Eater. Okay. You should try to convince her to watch Soul Eater by telling her it's by the same studio that makes My Hero Academia. Because it is. Soul Eater is done by Studio Bones, and it looks very similar too, with all the saturated colors and the animation style and shit. Oh, I love Soul Eater so much. But anyways. But maybe that's a way. Like, if they like a certain anime, then it's like, say, it's by the same studio, or it's by the same author or director. Because that's what gets people sometimes. Like, that's how they marketed this Fireworks movie, which apparently is horseshit. And it's like, from the studio that made your name. And then people watched it and hated it. But it got them to watch it. It got them to watch it. So... Hannah, I did manage to get my dad to watch part of Attack on Titan with me, which was cool. Yeah, I feel like everybody was watching Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan was one of those big gateway animes, and then nobody continued to watch season 2. Who here is caught up with Attack on Titan's anime? Who here is caught up with Attack on Titan's anime? Because boy, season 2, not so much, but season 3 made Attack on Titan one of the greatest anime of all time to me, 100%. J Baker, one of my brother and my GF. Okay, once again, I can't interpret. Okay, sorry, I'm like listening to this lo-fi. Let's see. J Baker, I got my cousin to anime, but he just start watching Attack on Titan and My Hero Academia, but at least he's trying. Yeah, J Baker, at least he's trying. At least he's trying, dude. Maybe that's the reason, like, it's easier for me to reach anime folks, is because maybe, I don't know, I'd love for you guys to correct me if I'm wrong here. Anime is starting to become accepted, you know, like it is totally accepted now. It's basically like a totally fleshed out medium that is now just mainstream. But maybe there's a lot of folks that still feel embarrassed about it or don't feel cool watching it or something. And maybe that's why people like in the anime community just look for any channel out there that makes them feel like, yeah, this is awesome. Which is what I want. Like, I totally want that. If anybody comes to either of my channels, like, I want you to know, if you love gaming, that's freaking rad. Let's talk about it. If you love anime, that's freaking rad. Let's talk about it. Let's see. Oh, Fox has a cool story. Okay. It was my mother who introduced me to anime without even knowing what it was like in 2004/5 when she showed me Owl's Moving Castle thinking it was a Disney movie when I was a kid. That's true. There's a lot of Studio Ghibli movies that parents probably got mixed up with like, oh, it's a Disney movie. That pisses me off the most. I'll tell you what, that pisses me off the freaking most. When people will watch a 3D animated movie by Pixar or Disney or DreamWorks, but they don't want to watch an anime. Who cares? Like, what's the difference? It's so dumb. I don't understand that. Oh yeah, let's watch Boss Baby. Silent voice? No, screw that. What? I can't stand that shit so much. Oh, Steffi, you're answering the question from earlier. Okay, I write short stories. Currently, I'm writing drafts for children's books. My best friend is a teacher illustrator, and it was our high school dream of ours to publish children's books together. Oh, that's freaking awesome, Steph. Currently drafting children's books. How cool as a teacher. Do you like, I wonder if because you're a teacher, you might find opportunities to like test that out with your students. I mean, obviously, you know, you're there to teach, but, and maybe you're teaching to older kids than actually children, but that's just cool, Steffi. That's awesome. That's, I don't know, like, I hope one day I can check out one of them. That's just super cool. Good job. Like, I wish the best for you on that. Okay. Mito Media has a really good idea here where they're like, sometimes I show my family here out of context anime scenes. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. That's really funny. Fox, I didn't click with Attack on Titan. Fox, I think we already established that your tastes in anime is a severe miss with me or something, and my tastes are a severe miss with you sometimes. I don't know, man. That's all good. Just different tastes. That's all good. Yeah, Javion, that's unfortunate. My stepmom's the same way. I see Javion says like his mom refuses to watch or play anime or video games, and it's unfortunate when it's looked down upon, but yeah, I don't know what to do about that. My stepmom is very similar to that, and she just, not necessarily about anime, but video games, she looks really heavily down upon. So Mendo, I have not seen Great Pretender. I have not watched it yet. But my boy, Mr. Maruzukage, I completely forgot that we were talking about potentially doing our 20 question game. I completely forgot about that. I gotta be honest, dude. Mr. Maruzukage here, everybody. I highly encourage you to check out his channel. He's an amazing dude. He's in the chat. And I'm hopefully gonna have him on the channel soon to have a fun little game that we're gonna do. I admit, I completely forgot about that. But thank you very much for coming by, dude. What have you been up to? Like, I saw you have a new Gintama video. Of course, with you, man. I don't know. What have you been watching lately? Because I don't know. I haven't been in touch with whatever you've been watching. I was just telling everybody that the only things I've been watching is current wise is ReZero and Fruits Basket, but Netflix is freaking killing it. You know, actually, all the anime I've been watching, like, just actively, that isn't current, is all from Netflix. Because I watched The Last Airbender on Netflix recently. I recently finished Agresco Season 3. I would like to watch Promised Neverland again. especially since they have a dub for that show, because that show's kind of hard to keep up with because of all like the dialogue and mental shit going on. A lot of Netflix watching. Oh, B&A. I want to watch B&A as well. That's there too. So Netflix kind of has me stolen right now. I'll tell you what. But I need to warn you guys about one Netflix anime. Keep away from this, okay? I trust me. I promise you. Just steer clear of this anime. And if you watched it and liked it, that's awesome. Like, I'm sorry. I don't mean to belittle anybody that likes this anime. Japan Sinks 2020. I am hating this anime, dude. I am doing my darnest to finish it. Like, and this is an insult to Steffi because she got me to start Eureka 7, which I wasn't hating. It just wasn't keeping me engaged enough to keep watching it. But the problem is that there was still like 20 episodes for me to watch, and I'm like, I can't do another 20 episodes even if I'm passive with it. But Japan Sinks 2020, I'm like, okay, no matter how bad it is, it's only like 12, 13 episodes or something. I could just finish it. I can just say I finished it, even if I watch it passively. But dude, Maruzukage, by the way, sorry, I don't know why Nightbot blocked your message. I think you said you have my attention. I don't know why Nightbot blocked that. But yeah, Japan Sinks 2020. Trailer for it looks awesome. And I was like, dude, this actually looks legit. First episode is not a bad episode. It actually is pretty damn intense. But it's like they could have made a compelling story in this show. I thought the entire show was going to be what the first episode was. I got to be honest. And I need to watch the trailer again because I think the trailer is only showing everything in the first episode. But everything that happens like second episode onwards, I'm just like, dude, this is not what I thought I signed up for. I really thought I signed up for something else. But it is not. It is nothing like what I thought it was. And if they just made an entire show that was based off of what the first episode was doing, that would have been awesome. Let's go. An earthquake happens and you have to get reunited with your family. Like, that would have been awesome. But mild spoilers, no, the show goes so much further than that when it really didn't need to. It's a very quantity versus quality situation. I'm not liking it. It's not quite in, okay, it might be an F. It might be an F. It is definitely going to be in the D tier for me. I have like one episode left, I think. But man, it still has its like moments. It has its moments, but there's just no character in that show that is interesting at all. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Just nutshell, Japan Sinks 2020. I personally wouldn't recommend it, but have you seen it? Did you like it? I like that. If you did, that's totally fine. Okay, Hannah's talking about like how comparing 3D animation to anime and people will watch 3D instead of anime. Hannah's like, I know, right? If you could sit through watching Frozen 10 times, you can at least watch one episode of an anime. I don't know. It doesn't even have to be an episode. Just if you could sit through Frozen 10 times, then why can't you watch the Whisker Away movie that's on Netflix? You know? Let's see. Jose watches anime with my brother. Like, not my brother, but he watches anime with his brother, so that's really cool. Why is Nightbot deleting all of Kage's messages? What the hell? All he put was a smiley face. Okay, Kage, I'm seeing your message. I don't know why it's deleting it, but Kage said earlier, I've been watching Fruits Basket. Dope. God of High School. Been hearing a lot about it. ReZero. Hell yeah, man. Snafu Season 3. Not aware of it. Rent a Girlfriend. Because. I like that. Because. And Fire Force. I am behind. Man, you think you're behind on Fire Force? I haven't even touched it. I haven't touched Season 2. I haven't touched Season 2 Fire Force. I think Fire Force is an anime that's like, I just want to watch it all at once. because last year when I was watching it week by week, it was not interesting to me. Like, it's because that show just didn't. And I'm a little bit worried about season 2 as well, because my biggest problem with season 1 of Fire Force was the lack of character development. I felt like there was like little to no character development. Just tons of plot, tons of elements and lore being introduced to you, and lots of new characters to meet. But it's like, I just want to get this base cast all the more fleshed out. Do a My Hero Academia where it's like you start with Midoriya and make him such a goddamn compelling character in the first episode /2, and then you start trickling in all these other characters, but you start like, they start connecting through Midoriya, this character that you already love. Like, that's the kind of character development I want to see in Fire Force. But they just keep like introducing character after character, and I'm like, Fruits Basket, that's how you develop characters. That's how you develop characters. But Rent a Girlfriend, because Rent a Girlfriend, I have not watched that yet. It just looks like sexy girl and sexy girl. But I don't know. Let's see. What was this other message? Maruzu Kage, another message that was deleted, says, it timed him out. Maruzu Kage was timed out by Nightbot for 5 seconds. I don't know what Nightbot's freaking doing, dude. I don't know. I'm gonna disable him. Not disable you, Kage. Disable Nightbot. But yeah, Maruzu Kage, what are your thoughts on Eureka 7? Because I did a podcast about it. I haven't finished it and don't intend to, because it was really not grabbing me. A very similar circumstance, actually, to Fire Force. It's like, I think the world is interesting and the character designs are interesting, but there just wasn't enough about the characters themselves that I liked, and the plot, the actual plot, doesn't come in until like 28 episodes in. And by that point, I was just like done. I'm just like, even though the plot's now here, I'm like, I don't care enough about these characters to see what they do in this plot. Characters to me is just everything. Like, if a show has a bad plot with good characters, I don't mind. I will stick through it. There's like no plot happening in Fruits Basket, but I love each of the characters, so I'm willing to stick through it. Sorry, I'm just gonna disable Nightbot here because Nightbot's being dumb. There we go. Okay. We're already approaching the hour mark. Mendo. Oh god. Japan sinks, dude. The main protagonist is a bit dumb at some parts. Oh my god, the main protagonist is so annoying. She is so annoying sometimes, dude. There's nothing about her I like. The moment you are introduced to her, she does something so shitty that I'm like, how am I supposed to like you? How? I don't know. Abdullah Farhan. You need to make a tier list of the animes you've watched, bro. By the way, do you think season 2 of ReZero is one of the best seasons in anime in recent memory? No, I don't. But season 2 of ReZero, I'm still loving it totally on a personal level. I am loving it on a personal level. I would not go as far as to say like it's one of the best second seasons I've ever seen, but I am loving it. I am totally loving it. And a tier list of all the animes. I actually have a picture of that, but I wouldn't be able to. Actually, I might have it for you, Abdu. I might actually have this for you. Hang on. Because we did that in the stream way back. Let's see. Yep, there you go. Here's a gift for you, Abdu. So, this was something I did way back. So everybody, you can take a moment. You can take a moment to gander at that. That's the answer to Abdu's question if I made an anime tier list. But this isn't like every anime I've seen. It just threw some at me. It's so funny because some of my favorite animes of all time, I have like underneath the S tier. Like One Piece is not a favorite anime of all time for me, nor is Brotherhood. but it's like I just admire those shows so much that I can't help but classify them as something unlike anything else, you know, like just legacy. It's just funny because like I like Bleach and Oron so much more than a lot of the things in that S tier, but I have to give credit where credit's due. So, but that's my tier list thing, and yeah. So there you go. Hopefully he saw that. Let's see. And I was so disappointed Japan Sinks I couldn't finish it. It's a struggle, Hannah, I'll tell you what, but I've just been watching it passively, and thank God there's a dub. If there was not a dub for that show, I would not be able to finish it, because I'm literally just putting on the dub so I can just say I watched it. Because I admit I'm doing passive shit while I watch it, because it is not enough. It's not engaging enough to just sit down and watch alone. Anyways, let me skim through a lot of these as we hit our hour mark and begin to wrap. The cover's pretty good. I was watching it. Oh, there's an anime Fox likes. Rent a Girlfriend. Fox? Never mind. Never mind, actually. Let's see. Okay. Kage's commenting on Eureka. I want to hear this. Marzu Kage. Eureka is a slow start. You probably won't start to really love it until about the halfway mark, 20 or 30 episodes in. If you could stick around that long, trust me, it's worth it. So that's funny, Kage, because I gave up on it at exactly episode 30. I believe it was exactly episode 30. And I just remember like episode 27 or 8, I think it was like 26 maybe. That's when they actually introduced the plot of the show. But I got through that 20, 30 episode in mark. But that's the thing. It's like, even if I stuck it through, and even if all of a sudden it became amazing, I can't forgive shows that have a really slow start. I can't forgive shows like, I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, trust me, the first 2 seasons suck, but when it gets to season 3, it's so good. Like, I can't recommend shows like that to people. That's why, like, when I reviewed Steins Gate, everybody acclaimed Steins Gate as, like, one of the best animes ever. I can't do that, because I admit the first half of that show, granted, it's only, like, a 1-core show, so that makes it... Wait, actually, I think it's more than 1 core, never mind. But it takes a long time to get to the good shit, and that's a legitimate flaw to me. That's not something that should be forgiven, like, in my opinion, anyways. And, like, as much as I really do like Steins Gate, it's a great anime, I can't forgive the slow-ass start that it had. Granted, it was all super relevant, but I just wish they found a way to make it all the more engaging to watch. Like, you could still present relevant information while making it engaging to watch, but that's just my opinion. Steffi Law was definitely not offended by Eureka 7 thoughts. I used to rant about the characters and story progression with my high school friends, but I thought the world was interesting. It is! The world is interesting, and I wish I got to freaking know it sooner. I wish it would let me have known the things that it tells you after 25 episodes, like 10 episodes in. Really? You're gonna make the whole entire first core not let us know what the hell is going on? Seriously, that entire first core of that show, I had no idea what we were trying to do. I had no idea what we were trying to do. Anyways, Marzukage, the movies are an acid trip though, so IDK if you will like those because they change everything. Dude, I gotta be honest, I saw the movies. I didn't watch the movies, but I like saw trailers and clips of them, and I'm like, Studio Bones, man. If Studio Bones animated these two, because I know they did the original show, they're so great. Studio Bones is just my favorite studio, dude. Moe's Extreme. What's your favorite anime? I don't know if I can ever dethrone Dragon Ball Z as just my all-time classic. It's Dragon Ball Z is just always my all-time classic. And I love the original Dragon Ball too. The original Dragon Ball is so entertaining too. I don't know, like Dragon Ball Z is like my all-time classic, but Ouran High School Host Club is like my most rewatched anime. It'd probably be between those two, and they're so different. I'd probably say Dragon Ball Z. Like, that's so stereotypical to say, but if I chose something that wasn't Sailor Moon or Dragon Ball Z or whatever, or Pokemon, then I would say probably Ouran High School Host Club. That show is just, it never gets old to me. And there's so much emotional shit to unpack from it that's really important. And it's so freaking funny. If I was to say, what's your favorite modern anime? It's not even modern. It's like when anime started to become nerdy. Ouran High School Host Club. But classic, Dragon Ball Z. Most respected? Like, what's, like, if somebody asked me, what do you think is the best anime of all time? Probably go with Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is the greatest anime of all time. Fight me. Okay. Anyways. Marzukaya going to play the Breath of the Wild while I listen. Speaking of that, dude, Breath of the Wild, you said, like, I still haven't finished it, and here's the sequel coming out, and this Hyrule War. I mean, if Breath of the Wild, if you've been kind of, like, going in and out of it for so long, might that mean it's just not your thing? I mean, if it's not compelling enough to stick with, might that just mean it's not your thing? I've accepted that. Like, I've accepted that with some games where it's just like, if I'm not motivated to, you know, come back to this game, then that just means like, okay, it just wasn't my thing and I dropped it. Could that be a possibility? Mito, is that Konosuba in C tier? Wow, yes, it is. Konosuba is a great comedy, but just for me, the first season, I can't stand the first season, dude. The second, okay, I can stand it, but the second season, I like the second season. Second season's fine. And the first season is bearable, but I just can't stand all of the sagging boobs and oh yes, beat me, master, and just like all the useless characters everywhere. Like, I don't know, like I get why people find it funny. It's just, for me personally, that's not, to me, comedy. But I understand. I understand why it's so well acclaimed as a comedy. I get it. And that's why I like the second season a lot more, is because that's when I started to, like, realize what the humor was trying to do. And I appreciate it when the characters are more buddy-buddy and well-versed with each other than when they're kind of getting to know each other in the first season. Like, I almost kind of wish the show just started off not even meeting the characters. Like, you just simply get introduced to them all in the first episode, and it's just a show of a bunch of hijinks. Like, that's why I like the second season, because it's just, like, from there onwards, it's just hijinks, and I like that. But anyways. We're gonna start wrapping up here, folks. I'll just skim through these messages really quick. But wait, didn't Japan Sinks have a strong start? I guess it progresses the plot. Makes no sense. I've been meaning to check it out. Dude, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about Japan Sinks, dude. I'm gonna have a podcast about it soon, but it has, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. I could tell you, like, there's some points to the show, but it's not entertaining. The characters are not interesting in the slightest. The animation gets laughably bad sometimes, outside of its first episode. Like, it's like they just wanted to make a good first episode to hook people, and then after that, sometimes the animation budget just disappeared. And then sometimes it goes through the roof. It's really inconsistent. But it's just, I don't know, man. It's just not entertaining to me. Let's see. Hannah, easy. Ouran is my favorite anime. Hannah, you and I need to hang out, because we have a lot of similar things going on, I think. Jay Baker, I thought Bleach is your favorite anime, Keebs. It's one of my favorites, hands down. It is one of my favorites, and if I had to say, like, I give multiple awards to things, like Cowboy Bebop, the greatest anime I've ever seen. Dragon Ball Z, my absolute classic. Ouran High School Host Club, my most rewatched anime. Bleach is probably the anime that was my gateway. Like, that was the anime that made me really get into the anime community, so that's why it's significant to me. Like, as like in my heart, Bleach means a lot to me. I don't know if that means it's my favorite, but it means a lot to me because of what it did for me. Code Geass, I think, has like the greatest story I've seen in anime. Like, I give like certain animes certain medals, and that's why, like, I wouldn't say Bleach is my favorite, but if there's something I hold like near and dear to my heart, then yeah, I would say Bleach is probably the most, because I literally wouldn't have gotten into anime if it wasn't for Bleach. So I give it that. Let's see. Oh, Steffi, like, I'm seeing you mention like you might be more forgiving with animes with slow starts, which totally, like, I'm not saying I'm right. Like, I get it. Like, some people can endure that, and then it's like well worth the wait. Totally understand that. But Katekyo Hitman Reborn, that is an anime I had a good time with. It had a good start, and then it started to decline for me. But I love the first 50 episodes of that anime. The first 50 episodes of that anime, I dug that. And the theme, I will never forget that theme. That is one of the most iconic, the dun 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 dun. It's not Rocky, but it's like I love that theme. Suna's theme, I love that. I haven't been watching Anime Freak. I haven't been watching SAO. SAO and me I kind of like just let that go after season 3, I think. Mazukage, I think, in all honesty, it's just, I focus on, the Breath of the Wild thing. I focus on way too many things for my own good because other stuff always takes up my time, lol. Yeah. And that's the problem with Breath of the Wild, is that I think personally, dude, like, if you've been trying to beat it for so long, I think you should just focus on the story shit. Because that's the beauty of Breath of the Wild. You can play it however you want. If you want to go attempt to beat the game right now, you can. If you want to do all the base story stuff and kind of make it a bit easier to beat the end game, you totally can. If you want to get super beefed out and find every single Korok seed and every shrine and like fast travel everywhere and explore everything, you can. Or if you want to live any of those middle grounds, go for it. You can play the game however you want. But I think, like, if you just want to get caught up and just treat Breath of the Wild as this fun little adventure you can go back to, I think you should just beat the story. And then just have fun going around the world on your own if you want to. I was too addicted to that game to let it go. Like, that was a game I was just too addicted to for a year and a half playing and putting 350 hours into it before I beat it. I would take breaks. I took like a couple breaks throughout to like play Kingdom Hearts or something, but yeah. Anyways, though, guys, Kawaii Rice Bowl, hello, good sir or madam. You just came in at the end of the stream. Oh, definitely, if I'm ever in your area. Absolutely, Hannah. Let me know if you're ever around the Puget Sound. Yes, I think it's the best season, Jay Baker. Okay, so folks, I just want to say thank you so much for being a part of this community and spending your Friday evening with me. It's probably evening for a lot of you guys, because for me it's only 5:08 because I'm Pacific Coast. I'm on that side of the US that's completely on fire. That's where I am. If you look outside, it's bad. It is nothing but smoke tomorrow, or smoke today, and tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. My entire coast is on fire. But yeah, I just appreciate you wanting to spend time here and being a subscriber. And even though I only upload like once every 2 weeks, you know, but meanwhile in Samurai KIBI, I'm uploading like twice a week. It's insane. It depends on what's going on that week. I just don't typically have as many anime ideas to that just like I feel like uploading and spending like a few hours to work on. I definitely want to get back into the trailer in the style of videos. I really do enjoy that. In fact, here, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek at something. But I just appreciate your patience. That's a big thing. Like, this being a side project, I was not expecting it to grow this fast, but it did. and that's amazing. And I just thank you guys for that. But this is kind of a channel I get to play with. That's the thing. It's a channel I definitely get to play with a lot, and I want to do some cool things with. And I can show a little glimpse of something. Like, I want to do more shit like this. Where is it? Blah, blah, blah. I want to do more trailers in the style of... I could share this one. As long as I hope to God it loads. In fact, I should just... Here, I'll render this out as I close out. There we go. But yeah, I just appreciate you guys' time. That's basically it. I appreciate you guys' time, and with like me just uploading as few as I do, and just not constantly, like, I'm not all over current anime or reacting all the time either. Ah! But yeah. But here, I'll show you a little glimpse of something. I do want to have this at some point where it's like, this is a trailer for Endgame, but in Attack on Titan Season 3, because I love Season 3 of Attack on Titan. I loved it. I loved it. And here we go, right here. This I only made this part. I showed this to the patrons, but
where did that bring you? Back to me.
Tickets on sale now. I just love the idea, because like Thanos is so damn powerful and shit, and this is a foe that like has always wrecked their shit, and now like they get to be face to face with it again. I've always loved that idea.
Back to me.
Tickets on sale now.
Okay, anyways, that's something that's literally just been in the backlog of my project ideas to do for ages. But at some point, I just need to finish that. And that's what I mean. I need to just have fun with it and make some things that I just think is neat. But yeah. But I appreciate your time and hanging out with me today and leaving comments on videos especially. I love seeing comments and just liking stuff and engaging with it. And anybody that does the bell icon and the patrons and shit. It's just nice to have fellow people to talk about anime with. And I hope you have a lovely weekend. And I think Anime Freak's picture is Yamaru. Am I right there? But I'll just catch you guys later. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good weekend. And don't forget to be geek, be proud, be awesome. I choked there. Be geek, be proud, be awesome. Play some Fall Guys and watch some good shit. Catch you later. Bye-bye.